Hi. Just had to get past so many people with so many dogs. With spaniels. Spaniels are as mad as a box of frogs. So it just riles these two up. Yeah. I just want to elaborate a little bit on Mayor Tusi's one of his last videos, one of his last lives. You know, one where I actually agree with him 100%. You know, we shouldn't always agree with everything that everyone says. You know, there's so many people out there that latch on to someone who's said all the right things, then they jump on that and believe that everything that comes from the mouth of these people is correct. You know, myself, you know, me, you know. Do your own research off the back of anything I come out with. Don't believe just everything I come out with, which I know you don't. I know you don't. And to those of you who have kind of been part of this from the start, will probably have sussed me out, you know. So yeah, this police officer that was found not guilty. Absolutely right. You know, taking out the trash, because that's what he was. If he was a fine, upstanding, and I don't care if this, if anyone is irritated or offended or thinks I'm a racist, fuck all that. I don't care. So if he was a fine, upstanding young man, you know, the kind of person that would help a little old lady across the road with the shopping, that sort of thing, then yeah, that police officer should do jail. But that's not the case. That's not the case. So you've got that comparison, you know, of one more scumbag off the streets. But then you've got those two brothers from the airport that are walking free. Now, look at it from another point of view. You know, the alleged fact. I don't know if that works. No, it doesn't work, but you know what I mean. If they were off their tits off their own product, and they'd managed to get hold of one of the guns from these police officers, I'm pretty sure they would have used them, because that's what coke does to you. It takes your ego and it inflates it beyond belief. So if they were prepared to break a woman's nose and then pound the shit out of other coppers, if they'd have got hold of the guns, I've got no doubt in my mind that they would have used them. No doubt. So what we're looking at potentially here, with this recent case of this despicable man being shot by a police officer, justifiably so, is the possibility of like Mayor Tusi says, another potential George Floyd situation in the country, and we don't need that. We really don't need that. And I'm hoping that he is right by saying that the vast majority of the black community are not on board with this shit, you know. They just want to live their lives, just get on with it, you know. Try and be happy and fruitful and just left the fuck alone, just like the rest of us, you know, just like everyone else, of any other race or any other creed or any other religion, any other walk of life, just to be left alone. So the two potential scenarios that could come off the back of this is, one, we could end up with something very similar to America, where you've got cities where they can't arrest. Sanctuary cities, you know. So that's one possibility. You know, it's not beyond the realms of reality. It's happened in America. It's happening. So there's one, which is going to be complete lawlessness. You know, the police will just be lampposts. That's it. Just there to piss up. So that's one, and I'll get back onto that in a minute. I've got to keep my eyes open for dogs. There's so many dogs around. There's one. Zephyr, this way. Storm, stay. Wait. She just doesn't give up. But I've got to keep hold of Storm because Storm is the real threat. Yeah, little bastard. Zephyr, this way. I'll give him a bit of a... Fortunately, he's a runner, so a bit of distance is easily gained between us. And the second one is so that more, if not all, police officers in this country become armed. So either one is bad. It's bad news. Because you know my views on the police in general, not all of them, but the majority of them. You take egos in fancy dress, ex-bully victims, and give them a gun. You know, a lot of them are morons. They're just morons. So both potential outcomes are shit if it comes to that. As for sanctuary cities, I believe that if that did happen in England, and similar things are happening in America, you know, they are, which is a natural progression, really, in society, is that our own citizens step up and take over. Whenever there's a vacuum of any kind of vacuum in society, that vacuum is always filled, without exception. Please feel free to drop in the comments if there are any exceptions to that. So it will take good, upstanding, level-headed, good men who can handle themselves to go out and take justice into their own hands. I'm not saying that is a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing for the algorithms. I'm just saying that that is likely to happen if our cities become sanctuary cities, where these millions and millions of invaders are free to do what they want, and then these criminal gangs are free to do whatever they want, you know? Never, ever, ever forget that we are the 99%. We are. Yeah, not everybody's woken up yet. There's a lot of people that have got a lot of catching up to do, and I'm working on that, and I hope you are as well. So that's all I've got to say for now. Much love, and ciao for now.